looking at you. Is it dead? Is it dead? And so that was really cool. And that was a good, memorable one. And then another turkey hunt. Him and I went on, and we set up in a ground blind, and I had him set up with guillotines. For a young kid like that to shoot turkeys, if you could get the birds in under 10 yards, which spring season for us here, that's real doable. Set up the decoys, call them in a ground blind. I had a group of toms flew down. There was actually a bunch of birds on this hillside we were set up on this big property, and we called in this one tom. He came in and started working the decoys, and Jackson drew back, and he couldn't get a shot. He had to let down, so the arrow was flopping around, making noise, but he stayed calm and was able to draw the bow back, and he headshot that bird and obviously dumped it right there. And that was his first archery turkey. So we were all pretty excited, but still staying calm. And we actually switched spots in the ground blind because there were still toms out there. And anyone that knows hunting turkeys, you get one down, they flop around a little bit. You hang tight because more might come in. They see that one bird in distress, and they'll come in and actually beat it up. So we switched spots in the blind, and I called in another tom, and I whacked one. So we had a beautiful picture, him and I, with matching toms. So that was pretty awesome.
That's cool. I've heard stories of other turkey hunters that they'll shoot one and might have shot the dominant one, and one of the smaller toms or jakes come in and just start tearing it up. It's like, I'm getting my pound of flesh back.
Yeah. And there for us here, turkeys, we have a spring season where you're allowed 3 bearded birds throughout the season, and then a fall season you're able to shoot two birds either sex. So you can get quite a few birds, and if you can get you and a buddy out there, you can kind of start piling them up.
Yeah, and they taste really good.
They do. I do love some turkey.
Yeah, completely different than the ones you buy in the stores.
Oh, 100%. But California, so we have pigs here. That pig season's year round. You used to have to buy tags, but California passed a law a year or two ago where you just essentially buy a pig stamp, and that allows you to shoot unlimited pigs throughout the whole year for, I think, $25. So in the area I'm at, there's quite a few pigs running around, and a lot of it's on private property. So some spots are hard. There's not a lot of public land pig hunting, but there's plenty. But yeah, the pigs are also super fun to shoot with the bow. You get into a group of spot and stock. That's all we do pretty much out here, spot and stock. And you get into a group of 5 to 10 pigs. It could be a blast. And so we got pig hunting year round, and then we got fall season for deer and bear. I love bear hunting. Shot a few bear with my bow, so that's always an adrenaline rush, and bears just are everywhere, which is a problem for California. They tried to actually eliminate bear hunting a couple of years ago, but all of us hunters and a lot of key archery shops and other organizations stepped in and petitioned to get it off the ballot. So that's the one downfall there's a few downfalls, but one of the main ones with California is a lot of their bills happen down south in LA, where there's not a lot of hunting. So they try to eliminate all these things because they think it's cruel or whatever, but when it's the complete opposite, the bear population in California is just skyrocketing to where we're, as hunters, we're hoping that they will issue more tags. So, but we'll see. But we still have it for now, and just be responsible out there, and we got some good hunting here, good hunting opportunities in California.